G'day punters, welcome to Head Over Heart. Billy Brownless, Daisy Thomas, our good friends at PointsBet. And what did you make of round 13, my good friend?
Well, it was a good round of footy, Bill. Plenty of upsets. And I tell you what, the PointsBet punters were on fire. They just went bang.
Wow. Tell me.
I can tell you, Richmond went $6 into $4.40. That's a big tick. Brisbane, $2.50 into $2.10 at the jump. Big tick. The Hawks, $2.20 into $1.90.
Yeah.
And St Kilda as well, $1.90 into $1.70.
Wow.
I tell you what, you might have to put your invoice in first this month because I'm not sure how much cash we've got left.
That's okay. Happy to do it for nothing. I've been doing it for nothing for a couple of years, so it won't matter, Daisy. What about this game here? Sydney and Geelong. The Cats jumped out. They were away. I thought, here we go. Go you putty cats. And then you wouldn't believe it. Errol, Isaac and Chad, sounds like a boys band or something, doesn't it? They actually fired up and were magnificent.
Yeah, they were enormous in that game. As you say, your Cats jumped the Swans fresh off the bye. The Swans were a bit slow out the blocks. The Cats kicked the first six, but from there it was fair on one-way traffic. What about the numbers of those big three? So they combined for 89 disposals, 5 goals, 34 score involvements and 1,761 metres gained.
What? How many goals do you say?
They combined for 5 goals.
That's what they do, those midfielders. They kick goals. They're very, very important. Small ground, of course. And I'll tell you who else you throw in there. Grundy. Yeah,
he was very good. Giving them maximum service into 350 they are now, Sydney, for the flag. But the question is, and this is one for you, where are your Cats at?
Well, I know where they're at. Their midfield isn't great. We know that. They're young and inexperienced. So their midfield's not great. There's some kids there. They're missing Dangerfield and Guthrie. So that's okay. At least you know they're going to struggle in there and need just a ruckman that will compete, I suppose.
That's 1 and 5 in their last 6. Started the season very well. There's some market support still for them to make the top 8. So not overly concerned with the punters or the traders. However, they need to get and steady this ship. Yeah,
and we know that. At least we know that. Tell me what's wrong with Melbourne later, please. I can't work them out. What about this game here? Essendon and took on Carlton. Big game. 88,000 there. Carlton, they just keep on keeping on.
They certainly do. They were fantastic once again. They flew home against Port Adelaide the week before and they put this one to bed pretty quickly in that fourth quarter as well. The efficiency was the tail of the tape here. As you can see, 15 goals 6 to 9 goals 16. Essendon kicking themselves out of it, but it's a lot about where they were having their shots from as well. So that Carlton defence, very good at setting up behind the footy.
What about Holland's there kicking through? And then also Zach
Williams has been good, yes, absolutely, going forward. And this is the real positive for the Blues, is that their stars didn't really fire.
No.
Charlie and Harry were okay. And for Cripper and Sammy Walsh to have 22 or less possessions, so the Bombers in free fall, it's a great point. They are starting to struggle. Currently, look, they're going okay.
They're third, aren't they?
They're third on the ladder and they've got the draw half points up their sleeve. So I think that'll come in. They probably need 5 more wins in the back half of the season with 10 games to play. 6 of those against sides in the top 10.
All right. And Collingwood-Melbourne, of course, King's birthday. A pretty good game. I like Collingwood. I'm right on them. They finished top 4 for me. You know why? They have a crack.
They certainly do. $6.50 they are for the flag. That's a third line of betting. Carlton and the Swans ahead of them currently. Look, the system just held up. Absolutely, it did. The fact that they can bring in players that we've hardly heard of, and I had to explain to you who Harvey Harrison was.
I knew him.
You knew who Freddie Kruger was there on the second line. So, look, they're getting it done in an unorthodox, I should say, fashion. With troops out, they get the bye. In a week after they play North Melbourne, they'll get troops back, steady on.
What about Melbourne are gone. They kicked 6 goals yesterday there. Kicked 7 the week before. They're just not kicking goals.
No, they're nowhere near it at the minute. Poor up in the Allison Poor again. They need to figure it out, Bill.
They do. I don't know what's wrong with them. At least I know what's wrong with the Cats. I don't know what's going. Now, one of the greatest awards in the media circles is the Built Different Player of the Week, and it is.
It is Errol Goulden, of course. Have a look at this. The 37 disposals, 1 goal, 1. He had the 15 score involvements, 733 metres gained. You can see the prices the PointsBet punters were able to lock into there, Bill. And if you are going to have a same-game multi, you can have it all on that PointsBet app. It takes 1 minute to download. You get access to all those markets and many more. Have a great weekend.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.